Good afternoon, children. Today I will discuss question answer of chapter Microorganisms, Friends or Foes. First question is fill in the blanks. The study of microorganisms is known as microbiology. Next, the bread dough rises because of the production of CO2, carbon dioxide. Third, dash are the microorganisms that cause diseases. Pathogens are the microorganisms that cause diseases. Fourth, dash and dash are two chemical preservatives. Sodium benzoate and potassium metabisulfite are two chemical preservatives. Dash is a fungus that causes food poisoning, Aspergillus. If you will be asked bacteria, then you will write Clostridium and Staphylococci. If you will be asked fungus, then you will write Aspergillus. In this question, Aspergillus is a fungus that causes food poisoning. Next question B. Match the following. Ringworm is caused by fungus. Clostridium causes food poisoning. Anthrax is a disease caused by bacteria in cattle. Next, Lactobacillus, you have to match it with curd. Lactobacillus bacteria converts milk into curd. Next is methane, you have to match it with biogas reactor. Methane is a fuel that is produced in biogas reactor by bacteria. Next, question C. Tick the correct option. The process that helps milk to last longer but does not kill all microbes present in it is known as, you have to tick, pasteurization. Next, rust of wheat is caused by fungus. Fungus causes other diseases in plants also, that is smut of rice and red rot of sugar cane. Three diseases caused by fungus are rust of wheat, smut of rice and red rot of sugar cane. So, rust of wheat is caused by fungus. Next question. Medicines containing killed or weakened pathogens and used to prevent infectious diseases are called vaccines. Fourth, which of the following reproduces only inside a host cell? It is virus. That is why viruses are unique. Fifth number, a disease caused by a virus and is spread by an insect is dengue. Question number D1. Why are viruses considered as being at the borderline between living and non-living things? Viruses are considered at the borderline between living and non-living things because sometimes they show the characteristics of living things and sometimes they show the characters of non-living things. When they float in air or when they settle on the knob of the door, they behave like non-living. They do not reproduce, they do not show any characteristics of living. But when they enter the host cell, like when they enter the body of plants, animals, bacteria, then they start to reproduce. So, they start to multiply there and it is the characteristics of living. So, we can say that viruses are unique and they are at the borderline between living and non-living. Next question. What is fermentation? How is this process useful in the food and beverage industries? Fermentation is a process in which sugar is converted into ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. In the yeast, anaerobic respiration takes place and during anaerobic respiration, the sugar is broken down and ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy is produced. Now, this ethyl alcohol is used to make alcoholic beverage and carbon dioxide increases the volume of the batter of idli and dosa and makes it fluffy and spongy. So, Fermentation process is useful in making bread, idli, dosha, fluffy and spongy, and it is also used to make alcoholic beverage. Next question 3. In the absence of microorganisms, the earth would become a heap of dead plants and animals. Justify this statement. Yes, if the microorganisms will not decompose dead plants and animals, then this earth will become a heap of dead plants and animals. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi, they decompose dead plants and animals, and they add nutrients of their body in the soil, and they clean the environment. They are the natural cleanser of our environment, and they also replenish the soil with nutrients. Next question 4. Munna observes that the yield of wheat growing in his field has reduced in the current year. He gets the soil tested, and the report confirms the deficiency of one particular nutrient. Accordingly, he is advised to grow peas after harvesting wheat. Name the nutrient found insufficient. The nutrient found insufficient is nitrogen. How do you think growing peas will help in replenishing the soil? Pea is a leguminous plant, and in the root nodules of leguminous plant, rhizobium bacteria are present. Rhizobium bacteria converts atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate, and the plants get nitrogen from this nitrate. They use it as fertilizer. So the soil deficient in the nutrient deficient in soil is nitrogen, and peas plant will replenish nitrogen in the soil. Question number 5. Why does it take less time to prepare curd in summer as compared to preparing it in winter? Preparing curd in summer takes less time because in the summer the temperature is between 30 degree to 45 degrees Celsius, and this temperature is favorable for the bacteria to multiply. Okay, so lactobacillus bacteria multiply during temperature 30 degree to 45 degrees Celsius, but in the winter season the temperature is low and the lactobacillus bacteria do not multiply, and it is difficult to convert milk into curd in winter season. Next question. How are the following diseases transmitted? Malaria. Malaria is transmitted through female Anopheles mosquito. Within bracket you can write animal. Next. Common cold. It is transmitted through air. Next. Tetanus. It is transmitted through soil. Typhoid. It is transmitted through water. Now next question 7. D7. What are antibiotics? How are they produced? Give 2 examples of these. Antibiotics are the chemicals which kill the germs of the body without killing the cells of our body. These medicines or antibiotics, they destroy the germs by affecting their life process. How are they produced? They are produced with the help of bacteria or fungi. Like we can get penicillin antibiotics by fungus Penicillium notatum. Give 2 examples of antibiotics. You can write erythromycin, streptomycin, penicillin, etc. Now E1. Microorganisms are very useful in manufacturing different food items. Explain the above statement. Microorganisms are very useful in making different food items like cheese and curd formation. Bacteria converts milk into curd. Lactobacillus bacteria converts milk into curd, and cheese is also formed with the help of some bacteria and fungus. Next, it is also used in fermentation process. Yeast converts sugar into ethyl alcohol carbon dioxide and energy during anaerobic respiration. And this carbon dioxide increases the volume of the dough and makes it fluffy and spongy. So idli, dosa, bread, they are made with the help of this process. And some microorganisms like yeast produces ethyl alcohol during anaerobic respiration, and this ethyl alcohol is useful in making alcoholic beverage. So they are very useful in making curd, cheese, idli, dosa, bread, alcoholic beverage, etc. Next, give reasons for the following. Yeast is added to the batter used to make dosa. Yeast is added to batter to make dosa because in the yeast fermentation takes place. Yeast respires anaerobically and it converts sugar into carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol and energy, and this carbon dioxide increases the volume of the batter and makes it fluffy and spongy. Next, it is important to brush one's teeth before going to bed. It is very important to brush teeth before going to bed because if we do not brush our teeth, then some food particles may be lodged in between our tooth, and bacteria may grow in this food particle and it may cause corrosion of the enamel, and it may also form cavity in our tooth because bacteria converts sugar into acid. Next, reducing the quantity of salt in pickles can cause it to go bad soon. Salt is a preservative. It reduces moisture from the pickles, and in the absence of moisture, bacteria and fungi do not cause spoilage of the pickles. So, reducing the quantity of salt in pickle may cause spoilage of the pickles. Now, foods from puffed or enlarged cans should not be consumed. Puffed or enlarged cans indicate spoiled food inside the can. So, puffed or enlarged can contain contaminated food or it is spoiled by bacteria and fungi. Therefore, we should not consume the food of puffed or enlarged can. Next, question number 3. How do communicable diseases spread? Suggest ways to prevent the following diseases. Tuberculosis, it is communicable disease. And how do communicable diseases spread? Tuberculosis is spread through air. And how it can be prevented? It can be prevented by vaccination. Next, athlete's food. How it is spread? It is spread through how do communicable diseases spread? You have to write communicable diseases spread through air, water, soil or animals. Suggest ways to prevent the following diseases. How can we prevent tuberculosis? We can prevent tuberculosis by vaccination. How can we prevent athlete's foot? We can prevent athlete's foot by maintaining personal hygiene. Next, how can we prevent cholera? We can prevent cholera by using disinfected water and proper disposal of waste. Next, what are pathogens? Pathogens are disease-causing microorganisms. Name 2 pathogens, each that cause disease in plants and animals. In plants, you may write virus that causes disease, tobacco mosaic virus TMV, or you can write bacteria is a microorganism that causes disease, citrus canker in plant. And in animal, you can write that bacteria causes anthrax disease. Anthrax disease, bacteria causes anthrax disease in cattle, and virus causes foot and mouth disease in cattle. Next, Mohan bought samosas from a roadside vendor and ate it. After some time, he felt nausea and started vomiting. He had severe pain in the abdominal region and suffered from diarrhea. What could be the reason for his condition? What is it called? How could it be prevented? Okay, so you have to write that these symptoms are of food poisoning. He had severe pain. What could be the reason for his condition? He is suffering from food poisoning, and the reason of the food poisoning is intake of contaminated food. And what is it called? How could it be prevented? It could be prevented by proper handling of food and by proper storage of food. Thank you, children.